April 1st, and pretty cool. That's been a year since we started this project, and I thought it'd be interesting to show what we're dealing with on the road as far as mud and all. It is soupy in spots. The base itself is pretty solid, but the top stuff is soupy. And it's mostly where it's flat. Of course, here I am. I say that and it's at an angle here, but going up the hill is not bad at all, just certain spots, and mostly when it's flat. I went off today to get water for the tile guy. We installed the 400-pound base this morning, and now he needs water for doing his tile, mortar, and such. So I went and got some containers, and I got about, I think, 35 gallons of water, which would be plenty for today, and then I'll get more tonight as we go along. Beautiful sunny day, and there's a breeze, which will do nothing but help dry us out. It'd be pretty cool when we're living up here, because we've already talked about either we can just stay off the road for a week and we can just use the side-by-side with tracks. And I've been using the side-by-side with tracks just to take it easy on the road and create less ruts. Like this section here is really nice through here. Painter's up here today with a helper, which is kind of nice. Getting him to continue to work on getting all the polyurethane, all the wood being polyurethane. And then there are some painted surfaces, especially in the garage. I told him they were doing the shower today, so the last few days he did the ceiling in the shower as far as painting, and that works out really well, because then he doesn't have to worry about trying to paint when there's finished surfaces everywhere. A little slippery here. Now I would bring the side-by-side up, but I didn't. The problem is when I use the side-by-side with the tracks, the size of the track will throw things, like it'll throw mud, and the back of the side-by-side has kind of got a layer of mud, which doesn't bother me, but I'm bringing these containers up, and if I brought them up in the back of the side-by-side, it'd be a bunch of mud all over the containers, and I don't want to do that. I mean, it's supposed to be clean water for his mortar saw. Well, the saw probably doesn't matter, but also for the mortar. And I should have said tile saw, not mortar saw, but it's all good. And one good thing with this video is I'll watch this in the summer, and it'll remind me my areas that I need to beef up, which means maybe dig down a little bit, put some more gravel, put some more 2-minus on, and just do what I got to do to make sure that the road is stable as can be. Now here's a flat surface where I used to have the camper, and this is very soft. And the key is staying in the center of the road. Stay in the center of the road and just go slow. Shouldn't be a problem. One of the contractors got real close to the side, and I could tell. I thought he was going to break the edge of the ditch and go in, and he told me he was trying to avoid a hole. I'm like, don't worry about the holes, drive in the center of the road. And if there's ruts, drive in the ruts, because the base of the ruts are really nice and solid. So that was kind of some of the worst spots of the road right there. Yeah, she's soft here too. It is April 1st, and it's a year. It's a year from my first video, which is pretty crazy, because you look at that video I did a year ago, and I looked at it recently, and I was curious. And, it was basically, I parked on the road and started cutting the entrance. So, there we go. And all of a sudden, we have, a year later, we have an opening in a house. This is pretty cool, so. All right. My arm's getting tired holding this damn thing. Adios.